friends, Marcy here. It's finally the day to flush and fill my Narwhal. The pen I've decided on filling my Tools to Live By unique fountain pen ink bottle from Galen Leather. And I shared this with you when I unboxed it in my order. And I showed you, I just want to make sure that lid was on straight before I start tilting it. There is a marble. As I tilt it, you can see that the ink has fallen to the bottom. But there's a marble here that acts like a stopper in this like bottleneck area. So I'm going to turn my ink bottle upside down and add some ink to the top. But I have to, when I do that, I need to keep it vertical so that my ink doesn't flow down. I'm going to use the ink in the neck to fill, but first I'm going to flush the Narwhal. Previously it was filled with J. Urban Smoky Gray, and you can barely see the remnants there in through the converter barrel, but this was the gorgeous ink, and it was a shimmer. As you can see, it's all settled in the bottom. I thoroughly enjoyed using this ink in this pen, but I also have other TWSBI, my TWSBI 580, Diamond 580 is filled with this currently as well, so I don't need two pens with the same ink, and so I've been anxious to write this one out. I didn't want to just dump it, so I've been using it to write it out. So I'm going to get rid of, there probably a few drops here and then what might be in the nib. So I'm just going to use an empty bottle here and twist my nothing came out there. So I'll start with adding some water and we'll start flushing. So, and I always forget until I actually try to put it in place, the direction that these pistons twist to fill and empty. I always start the opposite direction that's required. So I did bring 2 jars just in case I soiled, and I already did. You can see I've soiled this water. So I have just a little bit in another jar, but this is moving along quickly, and I will speed it up here, speed the process. So okay, water's coming out clear here. Let me check on my towel. Doing a good job. All right, ready for my new beautiful ink. So I have to keep this vertical so that I don't disperse the ink below. Okay, I hear a little bit of bubbles. And this pen does have, it's a large pen, it does have a very large nib on it, as you can see that. That's not a full fill, but I'm going to leave that there because I just want to do this as a test, right? Let me cap this again before I have a spill. And do a little cleanup here. Okay, as I was saying, this on the website, this bottle is sold as red ink. There's 3 of these, red, blue, and green. This was sold as red, and I almost didn't purchase it because I wasn't really interested in red per se. But I'm really glad I did because it's really a deep, deep burgundy red. I'm gonna bring the Rhodia dot pad over to just write some ink out of here. Quick cleanup. so this is the Narwhal. Ooh, that's really pretty ink. And this is the Galen special. So this is the Narwahl Galen, and it is a medium nib. It's a fabulously smooth writing nib. So as this is drying on the paper, I still see some wet. It's looking brown. So on this white rhodia paper, the red Tools to Live by ink looks very, very brown. Wow. Okay, and I'm going to write this out that it is Tools to Live by, and it's red. Wow. So I will put the link below because this is a surprising color, a surprising ink. Let me get a little closer so you can see better. So we'll get some movement here. This is a fun pen to write with. It's one of the smoothest writing pens I actually have, I think. But I kind of expect that with the medium nib. So see what happens when this ink dries. Wow, it's a very as it dry ink, as it dries, it's a very brown, almost like a black brown, a coal brown ink. And on the website it said red, so I'm very pleased with that because I did not want a red ink. As a liquid inside the bottle, it looks very a deep burgundy, but on this white paper, it's very, very brown. So I will put this in my swatch book so we can have other comparisons. And I just received my coloring swatch cards from Goulet Pens. I'm going to be busy adding all my inks to that, and we'll go from there. But thank you for spending some of your precious moments with me. You have a blessed day.